Hello, and welcome to another class in Justware Defender, the new case management system for the Office of the Defender General. I'm Peter Zook, and I'll be your instructor today. This video will guide you in the preliminary steps of entering a new case in Justware. We'll begin with a new case based on a name record we've already created, and then fill in the Agency tab or Snap-in. Subsequent videos will demonstrate how to enter docket numbers in the Court Snap-in and add individuals to our case under the People tab. Okay, let's start our first case. We entered Ed Hubble as a name record in the last video. Let's find him. To do so, we type Hubble in the quick search box and hit enter. And there he is. We'll click on his name and open his name record. Before moving forward, we'll take just a moment and verify we have the correct Ed Hubble. Check and see that the birthday and other fields correspond to the client. Finding that it does, we begin. In our scenario today, Ed has been accused of a crime and has been referred to our office in Burlington for defense of his case. To start a new case involving Ed Hubble, we're going to go to the vertical ribbon. Under the Action heading, you'll see the button for New Case. Let's click on it. You'll see the Select Case Type drop-down box appear. For our session today, we'll drop down Criminal and click on it. Then click OK. Justware immediately opens a new tab. This New Case tab gives us a lot to look at, so let's take some time and get oriented. A few new things jump out at us. There's a new Active tab named New Criminal, letting us know that we're about to start a new criminal case. There is a bar at the top of the Active space that includes case type and status. That's new. There are a lot more tabs or snap-ins below that call for more information. The vertical ribbon has one or two more options. But once you get oriented, you'll see that there are many similarities to the name record you just created. The quick search feature is still in the upper left-hand corner with a vertical ribbon beneath. Many of the commands on the ribbon have remained the same. While the names of the tabs have changed, the tabbing system is familiar, and there's the green plus sign we've seen and used before. With this in mind, let's proceed. We'll start at the top. We've already selected the case type as criminal, and Justware has inserted that for us. Justware will pre-populate the rest of the fields at the top of the screen. A quick glance confirms that our status is open for open case. The status date is today's date, which is fine. We'll talk more about this when we close the case. Open date is today's date. Make sure that the agency added by field is accurate. It should be pre-populated with your login name. Okay, this looks complete. Let's move down to the Snap-in tabs below. Find the Agency's People tab and click on it. As you can see, Justware divides the fields into a tab devoted to agencies, one to the courts, and another to the people involved in the case and related to the agencies above. I'm going to take a moment here and talk about Justware's use of the words agencies and people. Justware uses the term agency to identify an office where people work, and the People tab to specify individuals working at that office. As an example, in Justware, the Chittenden County Public Defender's Office would be considered an agency and entered in the Agency tab, while the name of the attorney working at the Defender's Office would be entered under the People tab. With that example in mind, we'll begin by entering the first agency involved in the Hubble case, the State's Attorney's Office. To do that, we'll click on the little green plus sign. This will open a drop-down box under the Agency Type field. Click on the drop-down and select Prosecutor. Next, click on the drop-down under the Agency field and select the appropriate office. In this case, we'll click on the Chittenden County State's Attorney. We'll skip over the incident number as it's typically only used for law enforcement. Please don't put the docket number here. We'll be placing the docket number in the Court tab later. The active box is defaulted to signify participation in the case. The lead field is defaulted with a check. Sometimes in cases there are a number of attorneys involved from the same office. If there are multiple attorneys, you may signify the lead attorney by placing a check in this box. Add notes as needed in the notes field. That's it. You've entered your first agency into Justware. Don't go anywhere because we have a few more agencies to enter. By now you've probably picked up on the pattern and figured out our next move. There's more to this case, and Ed is going to need to be defended. Let's add the Office of the Defender General in Chittenden County as an agency on this case. Use the Tab key on your keyboard or click on the little green plus sign to add another agency, this time Defense. Drop down Defense, drop down Chittenden Public Defender Office, fill in the rest of the line. In this same manner, we can add law enforcement as an agency by selecting Law under the Agency field. There is also an Other field to accommodate uncategorized agency types. In our example today, we'll add in Green Mountain Psychiatric Care as an Other agency. Drop down Other, and we'll drop down Green Mountain Psychiatric Care. That's all for now. Please watch the following segments of this video where we'll move on to the Court and the People tab and to enter specific people and docket numbers into the system. We'll see you next time.